the best way to start a podcast would be to pretend that you've been doing it for years. Just to, like, get used to it. So, with that being said...
You want to go first or me?
You can go first.
Okay. Welcome, everybody, to Komic Corner. I'm your host, Kaylin, and with me is my co-host...
Oh, Christian.
Thank you for introducing yourself.
I thought you were going to say my name. Like, introduce me. I'm the guest.
Yeah, I guess.
Technically.
Well, am I, like, the main host then?
I mean, you came up with the idea, so...
Yeah, I guess.
You get properties. Or, like, royalties.
Yeah.
Is this monetized? Can we make money off of this?
No, we can't.
Oh.
Okay. But anyways, I am your main host, Kaylin. My co-host, apparently, is Christian. And we will be talking about all the nerdy things that you love and know, including Marvel, DC, sometimes even zombies. Hey, that rhymed. That was pretty good. What do you think?
I don't like zombies that much.
Okay, whatever. So as our introductory show, we are going to introduce ourselves a little bit, talk about our favorite and least favorite comic book renditions of movies and shows. We will also be talking about the current news, mostly James Gunn taking charge of the DCU and making sure that the rest of the content is at least good. It's probably going to be great because it's James Gunn we're talking about.
Yeah, but what if it's not? Do you imagine? It's all this build up and hard work and it's just...
I mean, but I don't think so.
That'd be hilarious.
It would be hilarious, but I think he's going to do great. I think he's like a great storyteller and director.
I mean, if it's anything like Black Adam, then I'm scared.
Yeah. But he didn't direct that.
Yeah, so it should be good. Hopefully he doesn't do another Black Adam. The Rock would be pissed.
Why?
Because he's like The Rock.
Because he's The Rock.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know how big he is?
Well, he is big, but he probably... Yeah. It's The Rock.
Speaking of big...
Speaking of big...
Yeah. Okay, so do you wanna go first into your favorite movies?
Okay, sure. So, favorite movies. Dun, dun, dun. Now, these are movies from all across, right?
Space and time.
All across space and time, relating to comics and comic books and their original comic versions. So, my favorite Marvel movie, I don't know. Because there's so many good ones.
Are there?
There are very good ones.
The Eternals.
Oh, no.
Black Widow.
No.
Justice League.
No.
Morbius.
No.
You don't like Morbius? People liked it so much, it came out twice in the movie theaters. That's how people liked it so much.
It was so bad. Sony did not get the signs, okay? They did not get the signs. They should have stopped when they casted Jared Leto.
Hey, what's wrong with Jared Leto? He's not like a cult leader or anything, right?
Oh, I don't know.
I haven't been on my phone in like 3 years. So I don't know what's up.
Okay, well, I don't know my favorite Marvel movie, but I do know the first one that I ever interacted with was Fantastic Four, where Jessica Alba plays Sue Storm, Chris Evans is Johnny Storm, and they are the dynamic duo. Now, Mr. Fantastic, I don't remember who plays him. I don't know his the actor's name.
He has like a weird name. I don't.
Yeah, I don't remember his name, but I love that story. I love it. I love that movie. I think that Chris Evans is like the perfect Human Torch, and if they ever bring anyone else in, I will not watch it. Which, hey, that's true because I didn't watch the newest one.
Yeah, no one did.
It was so bad.
I walked out 30 minutes in. 100% serious.
I waited until it was on streaming services, and I did not finish it.
The guy who played Reed Richards is Ian Grufford.
I think it's Ian Grufford.
Anyway, as soon as the new Fantastic Four, they got their powers, I left the movie theater. And I was with like 3 friends.
I think they just wanted to update it, with like newer characters, especially because most of the characters in the first movie were white. They were white people.
No.
And with the new...
They weren't all white people. The Rock was like an orange person. He wasn't white. Anyway.
But You know what I'm saying? Like, they wanted to introduce diversity. I think that it would have been fine if they would have had a better plot and story. The actors and actress
I mean,
are great.
literally, what was the plot? Because I haven't seen it.
I don't remember it.
I don't even know what it is.
I know that
they did like a really bad Doctor Doom.
The thing.
Orange.
He
person.
was used as an army weapon.
Oh yeah, they showed that in the trailer, but it wasn't in the movie.
Oh really?
Yeah.
See?
The part where he fell off the plane.
How uneducated am I? So.
I didn't say that.
But yeah. So that was my first Marvel movie. What was your first Marvel movie?
My first Marvel movie. It was probably, what am I thinking? I have it right here. The first Spider-Man movie with Tobey Maguire.
Yeah.
I didn't really like it at the time, to be honest. I kind of got scared, the part where like he shows his hands and like the little claws are coming out.
Oh yeah, that's creepy.
I was like, ooh, I don't like it.
Yeah, that visual is not good.
I didn't like it, but I liked the movie in general. It was pretty fun. I liked the Spider-Man 2. I feel like it's the best out of the Spider-Man movies. Spider-Man 3. Not as good as the other two.
The third with Tobey?
No, the third with Venom.
Right. So the third.
That wasn't as good.
Wait.
And then they rebooted it.
With Andrew.
One. I didn't like that one either.
But like, I think the third one is the best one because that's where he dances. He does his little dancey dance. You know what I'm saying? Dancey dance.
Yeah, but
that's where Billy Maguire was born. How are you gonna knock that, man?
Well, I mean, it's not a good movie. So
I think that's my favorite one to come from that. Like, to come from Tobey. I think that's my favorite one.
See, that's your opinion, and we're all entitled to our opinions.
Exactly.
And my opinion is that it's a bad movie. So, yeah, I like those. The Andrew Garfield ones. They're pretty good, but it was just like too much, you know? There was like the train plot. His parents were alive, technically. Yeah. The spider was genetically altered to him. The Green Goblin looked really bad.
The
lizard was weird. I didn't like it. And then the Tom Holland ones, those are pretty good. But like at the same time, I feel like there was too hand-holdy where he's like, oh, he's Iron Man Jr. because he gets everything from Iron Man. And then Iron Man dies. Spoiler. And then he's just like, what do I do now? I'm scared. Everybody forget who I am.
Yeah.
It's kind of selfish. I mean,
but like now he's starting over. He's going to be his own person because no one knows who he is.
Yeah, they should have done that like 2 years ago, but it's fine.
Yeah, but like I think it also gives that character a little bit more depth and like it gives him a step ahead in the universe. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because like if we introduced Tobey or Andrew as the Spider-Man again, he wouldn't.
Spider-Man.
He wouldn't. You know, I feel like they would be out of their depth. You know, like they wouldn't know how to handle being a part of a team because they're always solo and stuff like that. So I think Tom Holland is a great addition to the Spider-Man team, Spider-Man universe, Spider-Man franchise.
Keep going. Yeah, they're good. I don't really like Spider-Man that much. I mean, I like him, but he's just like, he's not like my favorite. Like, I don't get why little kids buy Spider-Man backpacks all the time. I mean, I get it, but like at the same time, I'm just like, there's other heroes.
So who's better than Spider-Man?
Iron Man.
I guess. But
Speaking of Iron Man, my favorite. We're just gonna skip that. My favorite Iron Man. I mean, Marvel movie is Iron Man 2. Now, I like both the first Iron Mans, Iron Man 1 and 2, but I like Iron Man 2 a little more because it's like deepens his character as like a not a good person.
That's when they changed his roadie.
Yeah, and I don't have a quote, but I read somewhere that the guy in charge of it, Ike Perlmutter, he said that people wouldn't notice the difference. So that's always fun.
You will notice the difference. They're like two completely different actors.
Yeah.
It's Leo Howard and Don Cheadle.
Don Cheadle is the name.
How do you not notice the difference? I think also, like a lot of people are gonna be playing into, especially with new Secret Invasion, Secret Wars.
Yeah, that's one of them.
That Don Cheadle is like one of those people. What's it called?
Jesus.
The people that come from the Captain Marvel universe. That like they're the aliens and then they come.
You gotta be more specific than that. There's a lot of aliens in the MCU.
The green people.
Skrulls?
Yes. A lot of people are saying that he's gonna be a Skrull and he's gonna be revealed to be a Skrull. And I'm like, it could happen. And then that's how they're gonna like
They bring back Lawrence.
They could. They potentially could. And
I mean, they
like,
won't because he wanted to get paid more than Robert Downey Jr. And they said no, and he left.
I mean, he was the main character. So how are you going to be paid more? I totally agree. But still. What else?
So what's your favorite movie?
I don't have one.
You don't
Marvel.
have a favorite?
Marvel, I don't have one. There's so many good ones. Like Captain America's origin story, beautiful. I think that's a great movie. Kind of weird, but still, I think it's great. What else do I like?
What do you like in Marvel movies? Do you like origin stories? Do you like when the main villain has the same powers as the main hero?
No.
Then you don't like the most of the Marvel movies then, because that's like half of them. Do you like sequels? Ant-Man, Captain America, the Winter Soldier.
Yeah, but they're like...
Most of the Iron Man movies. Most of the Spider-Man movies.
No. Spider-Man, I disagree. Because Doc Ock, he actually has the legs.
I'm talking about Tom Holland ones.
Oh. Wait, who was... I don't remember who his...
Oh, my God.
I don't remember whose villains were.
For the first Homecoming, it was...
Oh, Vulture, right?
It was Batman. It's Michael Keaton Batman.
Yeah.
And the second one...
Exactly.
I forgot the actor's name. It was Mysterio.
Oh, Jake Gyllenhaal.
Yeah, it's Gyllenhaal. And then the third one is like the other ones.
Right. Yeah. And then it's the six.
Yeah.
Sinister Six.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I don't agree. I don't think they all have the same, what's it called?
Like what?
They don't all have the same powers.
Spider-Man, yeah, they do.
No, I don't believe it. They're all different, though.
Yeah, one's old.
They're all... You're making... I'm getting frustrated, okay?
I'm sorry. This is how I am. This is my personality.
Okay.
So let's talk about your least favorite. Now, this is fun. Do you want to go first or do I want to go?
Which ones are we doing?
I'm going to say that my least favorite Marvel movie is The Eternals. And I have a personal vendetta against this. Okay. I was in a radio production class.
Right.
My final was all about the Eternals and how bad it was. It was so bad. Like I don't get it. Like visually,
it was beautiful.
I liked all the shots, like the locations. I liked the actors.
Yes.
Salma Hayek was really good.
Yeah.
Gemma Chan was really good.
Mhm. The other guy.
The other guy with the weird powers was pretty good.
Icarus was good.
No.
I think he was good.
I like the Superman reference. You're Superman.
Yeah.
Even though it doesn't make sense in like universe, like why would there be?
I like his voice. I think
he's British.
Yeah, I like his voice.
Yeah, but everything else is garbage. Like I don't get the story. I'm gonna spoil the movie. Like Icarus sells out his friends to the giant blue person. That doesn't make sense.
It wasn't blue. He was red.
He was bluish.
He was red.
Whatever, giant person, and then like, there's at the end of the movie, there's like a giant guy.
He killed Salma Hayek.
Did he? He just pushed her off a cliff.
He still killed her.
He has attempted murder.
Yeah.
That's at least manslaughter. Yeah. Anyway, so at the end of the movie, there's like a giant golden guy sticking out the ocean. Mm-hmm. And ever since, for like 2 years, no one has mentioned it. No one has like known about it. No one even like looks at it.
I think, well, I think it was a good way to like leave that Easter egg, and they're gonna start explaining it in Phase 5.
They better
start explaining it because how are you not gonna notice this?
There's a giant guy.
Yeah, like
there's
100
a literal
mile
big
long.
guy.
Yeah.
I'm sorry that I'm screaming, but it's a big guy.
He's coming out of the crust of the
earth.
earth.
Is a giant egg. Yeah. Did you not understand that part?
It doesn't make sense at all.
It doesn't. It's not good. It's bad. It's the worst.
And then they also kind of justify Thanos' like villainy.
Yeah, they didn't help. Like, because they didn't call us.
Yeah.
Half of everyone died.
Because we weren't allowed to help, so we didn't help.
Yeah, but I'm gonna go to my school because I'm a teacher. I'm gonna care about the kids, like 15 of them now because of Thanos.
Turn this bus into flowers.
Yeah, or whatever. Roses or
Yeah, I
Or
think it was
seeds.
rose petals. Yeah.
I don't know. It was red.
Yeah.
Anyway, so, and then I didn't really like Black Widow.
So bad.
I didn't. It's not that I didn't like it. I like narratively. I liked the movie. I liked the story it had. Parts of the story.
Yeah.
I just felt like they should have released it before Endgame.
Yeah. Well, the problem with that, like, timing was that the pandemic hit when that movie was supposed to be coming out, I think.
Oh yeah.
So that movie was delayed, and then they had to reshoot, and then they had to, it was like a whole big thing with Black Widow. I also think that she should have gotten a movie before Captain Marvel got a movie because I just don't like Captain Marvel.
Sorry, my mom texted me. Was it?
I just don't like Captain Marvel.
You don't like Captain Marvel? Why?
I think she was portrayed to be the hero of a story that she wasn't allowed to be the hero in because she's been away from Earth for however long she has been away from Earth.
Like 2 days.
No.
Well, the space is different, probably. The time is
It
different.
doesn't matter. I think, like, I just didn't like her movie. I also don't really particularly like the actress. But that's just my opinion. My Marvel opinion.
Did you guys see WandaVision?
Yes, we saw WandaVision.
Yeah, I've watched everything.
Yes,
Everything that has
I
been
don't have
coming
friends, so I just watch everything. So I don't really.
out. I totally agree.
Thank you, engineer. Engineer, can you hear engineer? Can you hear?
If she turns on her mic.
Can you turn on your mic? We can have a little. We have a couple minutes left of this topic. Oh, I was gonna also say I don't like all the other ones I haven't seen. So like all the bad X-Men movies, I don't really like those because I never see them.
Yeah.
I don't have an opinion on those.
I watched X-Men Apocalypse. It was bad.
Yeah, that's the last one I saw.
Which ones do you consider a bad X-Men movie?
Bad X-Men movie.
Yeah, like what's generally the worst to you?
The New Mutants movie was bad.
It came out?
Yeah.
I thought they canceled it.
Didn't it come out?
have
I
no
saw
idea.
trailers.
Is it out? I'm checking Disney Plus.
I don't know.
It's not on Disney Plus.
But it's Marvel. Is it not?
I don't know who produced it, but Marvel needed to get that out of there. It was
Okay, so
bad.
why don't you talk about the least favorite Marvel movies for you while I look?
Okay. Least favorite, obviously, I agree with Eternals and Black Widow. Because I feel like Black Widow, she should have had her movie before Endgame.
Sorry to cut you off. It is on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
It came out 3 years ago.
And
Continue.
It was bad, so well, I haven't watched it, so I can't really give you an opinion, but I can already tell that it's
Do you
bad.
want to read the little brief summary they have on Disney Plus?
Yeah, you definitely can.
In this terrifying action-filled film based on the Marvel comic series, 5 young people who demonstrate special powers are forced to undergo treatment at a secret institution, allegedly to cure them of the dangers of their powers. But, stop laughing, but it's soon clear that their containment is part of a much bigger battle between the forces of good and evil.
Okay.
I'm not watching this.
I'm not going to watch it either.
Anyway.
It's not appealing.
Speaking of unappealing movies, my least favorite DC movie. Let's jump ship. Or do you have anything else to say about Marvel?
No, let's go.
DC. Well, let's talk about the first DC movie that I saw was Batman Begins, and I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. It scared me.
Really?
Yes, because the end part where he fought Scarecrow and like he turned into a monster, that scared me.
Yeah.
I didn't like it. I was scared. I was like 7, but I didn't like it. And
Understandable.
then I fell asleep in the movie theater.
Understandable.
But I mean, I like Christian Bale Batman. He's pretty good. I don't like the direction of The Dark Knight Rises, but I feel like you can just skip that last one. You don't need to.
I feel like that was my first one.
Oh, that's awkward.
I feel like, what's the one with Heath Ledger?
The second one, The Dark Knight.
Yeah, so that's the first one I ever watched.
Yeah.
And I liked it.
You liked it? What'd you like about it?
I think I liked the cinematography mostly. Like the shots of going through the streets of Chicago, right? That's where they filmed it. And then Heath Ledger's delivery of the Joker.
I liked the part where he blew up a hospital.
Yeah, that was so funny.
You know that was actually ad-libbed, right?
Yeah.
There wasn't, the explosion thing didn't go off in time, so he was just like, what the,
Yeah, and then he actually gets scared.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was funny.
Yeah. I like that part.
So my favorite DC movies, it's the Suicide Squad, not the original one. Like the new one, the newest one.
Yeah.
That one was pretty good. I like that. the giant star man. That was pretty funny.
Yeah.
I liked Man of Steel.
Mm-hmm.
And I like how like different it is to like regular Superman stories.
Mm-hmm.
I like the characters. I like Henry Cavill. He's literally perfect.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why they changed him.
Didn't they fire him?
He wasn't fired technically, probably.
He was fired.
We should get him on the show.
I don't think Henry Cavill has time to stop by Brooklyn College, but yes, we can definitely try and reach out.
I mean, you never know.
We could try and reach
He likes
out.
Warhammer. We have Warhammer stuff.
I don't know. We might.
And I put Wonder Woman, the first Wonder Woman.
Yeah, I agree with that one.
I slept halfway through Wonder Woman 84.
84.
Is it 84 or 86?
I think it's 84.
I don't care.
That one was so weird and so bad.
There was like a cheetah lady.
The cheetah lady was not a problem for me. I was like, fine, you need a new villain, find a new villain. The problem for me was that her dead love interest makes his way into her brain and makes her like, I don't know, believe that he's real and like possesses a man.
Yeah, isn't it just a guy at the end?
Yeah, it's just a random guy. So
That's
she's
funny.
been kissing and loving on this guy randomly just because this dust or like, I think it's like a rock, like a wishing rock,
I have no idea what the movie is
makes her like
Oh my
believe
God.
that that's him. And it's so weird.
I forgot Pedro Pascal was in that.
Is he?
Yeah, he's in it. He's like the main villain, like the quote main villain.
Oh, yeah, he is.
I forgot.
He's trying to get the stone.
What a waste.
Hey, but all of Pedro Pascal's like TV shows are bomb.
It's Pedro, not Pedro.
Pedro.
Don't get Hispanic on this show.
He's
That's the one thing I won't tolerate.
no, I am Hispanic and I will be
Yeah,
who
me
I
too.
truly am. So you will not stop me. Thank you.
I'm sorry. All right. Do you want to go over your favorite DC movies?
Honestly,
Or
I just
that's
copied yours.
You d-
Because I completely
No.
agree. Oh, the
you
Batman.
put the Batman.
Robert
Roberto.
came back as a bat from his Twilight rendition. And he was like, you know what? I'm going to redeem myself. And he was fantastic.
I'm gonna be emo for about 3 hours,
Yeah.
and no one can stop me. Not even. Do you see the part where he put like the little sunglasses in the house?
Yeah.
I was like, come on, man, go outside. You're rich.
I think it was great. I think he like bought something to the character that I think it wasn't just him, obviously. It's like the writing and the directing bought something to Batman that I think I was missing in order to appreciate that character. You know, like the
His little sunglasses, yes.
yeah, I think it was the little sunglasses.
Yeah, I mean those are really good sunglasses. If I didn't have very poor vision, I would buy those.
The little sunglasses?
Yeah, I have a bad eye.
Oh.
Like I can't see. You know how like your eye is supposed to be like a perfect sphere?
Yeah.
Mine's like a football. It's like jutting out. That's fine. I may not be able to see perfectly, but you know.
Hey.
Yeah.
Sunglasses are cool. Not
Yeah.
everyone has to wear them.
Not everyone has to like sunglasses too.
Exactly.
Speaking of not liking stuff, I hate the Justice League movie. Both versions, the Zack Snyder and the regular
I
version.
agree. Yeah.
I did like the Zack Snyder one a little better because it did flush out some storylines,
Mm-hmm.
but at the same time, it's still the Justice. It's like making two sandwiches, but being like this one has tomato, but they're both still disgusting, and I don't like tomatoes, so I don't like Justice League. It was a bad movie. I was so disappointed because I was looking forward to Justice League,
Right.
and then it did that.
That one's where they get like the boxes,
Yeah,
the
it was-
Cyborg and everything.
It was poo poo. I didn't like that.
Yeah.
I can't curse on this show, so I'd say poo poo.
Yeah.
I have to revert back to my child, like it's caca.
But I don't know. I think the first one, like without the addition of everything, was better than the addition of an hour of content.
And there was a black and white one. It was in 4K, and like the resolution was really bad.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Yeah.
It's an artistic standpoint.
Isn't there a
Probably.
scene where like black man.
Black man.
Batman.
You gotta be more specific than that.
Batman and Joker are like sitting together.
Oh,
and
that was
they're,
the
like-
end.
Yeah, at the end.
That was like the future.
Yeah.
It was weird.
I don't understand.
Yeah. I didn't like how at the end the Martian Manhunter showed up
Mm.
instead of like you saw the zombie in Batman vs Superman. And you didn't do anything about that. You just stood there in your military uniform, be like, "No, he's got it.
But yeah, he got it.
Yeah, he's good.
He's good.
He got. I mean, he's human,
Yeah.
but he got it.
Yeah.
I'm blessed. Yeah. Speaking of people not doing stuff, Black Adam.
I didn't watch it.
Good. You
I
didn't
haven't
need
watched
to.
it.
You don't need to. It's not good.
Why?
It's bad.
The Rock is in it. He has to be good.
You think every Rock movie is good?
Yeah.
The Tooth Fairy?
Yeah.
You remember the Tooth Fairy?
Yes, I do. I do, actually.
You remember
Where
the
he's-
game plan?
Yes, I love that movie. I
I'm
watch
allergic
it
to
all the
cinnamon.
time.
Yeah, it was a bad movie. I didn't like it. It was written in 2007, and it shows.
What?
The script was written in 2007.
Oy.
There was so many bad stuff.
Why would they allow that to happen?
Because The Rock wanted to, and The Rock gets what he gets.
If Kevin Hart was in it, it would probably be better.
Kevin Hart as Black Adam?
No,
that would
like-
actually be better.
No, like,
Just like the swelling orchestra of just
Just
like
like
this
both of
looming
them.
shadows coming in, and it's just Kevin Hart as Black
Yeah.
Adam.
just short
I didn't
man.
like it. That was dumb. That was stupid and dumb. And bad. Other bad things I didn't like. I didn't like the Joker movie. It was too overhyped. It was weird. I didn't like it. He danced around in his underwear for multiple times of the movie, which I was very concerned about because I brought my mom to watch it and she
Yeah.
didn't like it, so I don't like it.
Mm.
Honestly, the part where he got in the fridge, what if he just died there?
Mm.
What if he's dead in the fridge? The engineer says she objects. Why do you not like? Do you like the Joker movie, engineer?
Oh, I didn't know my mic was on. I didn't know I turned it on. I loved the Joker movie, and I feel like everybody
Take a drink of this.
who I feel like everybody who goes against it doesn't understand that the storyline is meant to be awkward and uncomfortable because that's who the Joker is. If you are playing a backstory into somebody,
He's also a psychotic murderer
But
that
that's
doesn't
the
feel remorse.
that's the point.
But-
You have to feel and to see all of the ugly. If you are not uncomfortable, imagine how he felt if that was real life and that was really him. I feel like it was done.
I mean, if I
perfectly.
was the Joker, I wouldn't kill those people on the train.
No, of course not. But thinking from the perception.
No, I
of-
would. I would actually. They didn't like that part. I would kill them.
Thinking of the perception, like if you were actually the Joker, you had all these things wrong with you, and you have a personal affinity to killing a man in a latex suit. I think I would go just as crazy.
Killed the man in a latex suit. When did that happen?
I don't remember.
Did he do that?
No.
Did we watch
that
the same
he
Joker movie?
wants to. That he wants to.
Yeah, but
I'm
Batman
tell-
doesn't exist yet. In that universe, they said Batman doesn't exist.
Well, you got me there. But that's the backstory of it. That's the entire point.
The entire point of the Joker is that no one knows his name. In
And-
comics wise.
And he wants to be known, so he goes to super.
Why am I arguing about this? I don't like this movie.
Because he goes to super high and unnecessary extremes to a point where it drives himself insane. If we all remember his little or awkward, unfunny stand-up comedy and how strange it was. And in his head, he thought it was hilarious. And of course, it's because he just wants to be known.
I think it did what it was supposed to do. It made you cringe. It made you want to get out of the movie theater or out of your seat. And I think that's what the Joker was supposed to be, you know? Uncomfortable. And you're supposed to watch this person slowly deteriorate. And I think it wasn't the best rendition of the Joker, but it was the best at showing, like, the deterioration of mental health in somebody that definitely needed someone to speak to.
Like a
That's what I'm
psychiatrist.
gonna say. Yeah, like what's her name? Harleen Quinn.
What about it? Oh, Lady Gaga? She's in the sequel
Yeah.
one.
Oh, as
Because everybody wanted the sequel.
no.
Not only did they want a sequel, they wanted a musical sequel.
No, I don't think
feel
that's necessary, but
A sequel or a musical?
musical.
completely unnecessary. Oh, and if I could say one more thing about the Joker's backstory, actually, no, listen to me. If I could say one more thing about
I'm
his
listening.
backstory, actually, is that imagine he felt lied to his entire life about where he came from concerning his mom. Oh, his mother is mentally ill. And him thinking that the Wayne residence is where he was actually supposed to be and looking his literal future enemy in the eye. Tell me that would not drive you insane.
Oh, I forgot that happened in the movie.
No, but that's exactly the point. When you were mentioning Batman didn't really exist yet, but remember, he's literally on the Wayne residence acting like he's supposed to be there and thinking he's supposed to have so much more in life. And that's not necessarily true. He also comes from a mentally ill mother. So how else is he supposed to react? Figuring out that he's like a failure, but thinking he was supposed to be so much more. I feel like the movie did do what it had to do.
I agree.
I don't. Anyway, so I want to talk about the James Gunn stuff that he revealed the other day.
Oh, yeah. Our
So
news segment.
This is a news segment. I like to call this news. It's news. Nothing has like an official name yet. So like we're still testing the water. So this is the news segment. Don't look at me with that.
I was listening to you.
Okay, good. Thank you. I'm sorry. I'm nervous. I don't know why I'm nervous. So James Gunn stuff. He said, since he's the new CEO or co-CEO of the new DCU,
yes,
instead of DCEU, he said up front that everything before his like movies are called Elseworlds.
Yeah.
So like the Flash is technically Elseworld, even though the Flash is gonna start the reboot. Why am I so gassy? The Joker and the Joker sequel, those will be Elseworlds. The Batman and the Batman Part 2, which is the official name of the sequel, that's Elseworlds. So that's
Robert is out of DC.
He's not in that yet. He's in a separate universe. No. I know, but at the same time, it makes sense because why would you have that Batman but like Superman?
Yes.
Yeah, so
I agree.
It doesn't make sense. And he also said that he wants like the same actors to play themselves in like the different. So like there's live action movies.
I heard that one.
And
I thought that was interesting.
Yeah, and he said like video game stuff too, which that's gonna be a little hard because how are you gonna bring a character from a video game to like live action?
I think it's interesting that he said like animated, live action, and everything is gonna be all the same actors and actresses. I think I like that because it like helps you continue the story. But it also will pose a problem if he's like trying to do like a multiverse kind of, you know?
Yeah, he said he has a 10-year plan.
Oh,
so
Jesus
he
Christ.
obviously thought about it.
Yeah, he's writing a couple projects as well, is what I've understood.
Perfect segue. Speaking into the first project that he wrote, he's gonna write. Is he gonna write it? Yeah, whatever. He's gonna write and I'm assuming direct. I don't think he's gonna direct. The rebooted Superman movie. It's gonna be called Superman Legacy.
Oh right, yes.
And that's the only one that has like a definitive release date, which is July 11th.
2025.
25, yeah. So
2025.
I'll be dead by then, but at least it'll be a good movie probably.
It's in 2 years. I think we can wait. He said he was halfway through the script and that he was loving the process so far, and I think that's something to look forward to. He's not bringing back Henry, right?
No, it's someone else.
Yeah. I think that's a good call though because you're starting over the DCU, you're making new moves, you're trying to bring in. I think he's keeping Shazam, right?
Well, technically Shazam is technically Elseworlds because he doesn't really interact with anyone else in that universe. Right. Even though there was a Superman cameo in the first one at the end credits, but he doesn't.
Right.
And then maybe Wonder Woman's in this next one because there's like 1 second shot of like a woman with gauntlets.
Gal Gadot, Superwoman or Superwoman, Wonder Woman.
Yeah, I don't know. Probably. I don't think so. I think if anything, it's probably like a deleted scene. But even then. No. So that's the Superman Legacy. Did you see that he posted a Twitter poll of like Superman with like the trunks, his underwear like outside or like inside?
No, I did not see that.
He put that, and like a lot of people were like, oh, he's gonna put the underwear out in the outside like comic. He's like, no, this is just for fun, just for goofs and gaffs. So it's that one, and then is another one called The Authority, which I actually have no idea what that's about, but it's. Sounds like it's pretty good. It's like based off of a comic, like everything, but I don't really.
I mean, all of them, yeah.
Yeah.
I was watching the video that he put on Twitter, and I think it's like, they're people. It's kind of like the Avengers for DC, is what I understood it to be. It's like a team of people that have like their gods and, trying to help humanity, is what I understood. But I don't really remember the specifics.
Yeah, I don't know either.
So.
And then another film is going to be the new Batman. But instead of being called Batman, it's going to be called The Brave and the Bold.
Yeah.
And he's going to already have a Robin. It's going to be Damian Wayne Robin, like his son.
Yeah.
So that's interesting.
Because he said that it's his favorite Robin.
Yeah. So
Assassin.
I would do that too. If it's my favorite character, I'll put it in.
Yeah.
So he's just going to skip the first two. Yeah, he's the CEO.
He has the power. He has the money. He can do whatever he wants.
Yeah. Like in real life.
Honestly, yeah.
And then the next one is a Supergirl movie, which that piqued my interest because no one really likes female-led superhero movies anymore. So Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow. And he said that this is like a different version of Supergirl. And I think from the video, he said that the majority of her origin is that she like survived on like a piece of Krypton.
Yes.
So she's like bitter.
Yeah, so she watched everyone else die,
Yeah.
and she's like grown out of like despair and depression, and I think that that's really good because
That's interesting.
Yeah, it's like she's this hero in the comics, but if you take this story, she could even potentially be a villain in the movies.
Well, technically, in comic-wise, I think she's like stronger than Superman because she got to Earth first in the comics, in like the New 52, but that's not canon. So like she was stronger, and she got like a Red Lantern ring.
Oh,
but that's comics, and I don't care. And then another movie is the Swamp Thing movie, and he said that's gonna be like the first like horror type movie, which that
piques my interest.
It piqued my interest,
that.
but also wasn't there like a Swamp Thing TV show that got canceled?
I don't know.
There was, and they got canceled like 3 episodes after. So I don't know why they did that, but hey, maybe it's cool.
I think it's gonna be cool,
maybe.
Especially because like he posted he did a tweet of like all the aesthetics of like the comics he wanted to take from.
Yeah.
It was so cool, especially the cover of the Swamp Thing.
Oh, yeah.
I loved it. I love the green colors. I love the deep and dark and the horror and the crazy. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't get Swamp Thing. I don't know. So maybe this will be interesting for me. Even though I had that same thought with the Eternals. So hopefully it's not like that.
Oh,
so those are all the films.
Come on, don't doom it from its start. It hasn't even been written, probably. Don't do that.
So the TV shows, I don't know, the list here doesn't really say if it's live action or not. But there's another show, which I think this was the first one he said, was Creature Commandos. And I don't really know what that's about. Apparently, it's supposed to be like a super team out of monstrous prisoners. So that's making me think like Suicide Squad 2.5.
Yeah.
So maybe
I
that's
think that one's animated. I think he said that one would be
this
animated.
List doesn't say it. I don't know. Come on, Polygon.com. And then another one was a Waller show about Amanda Waller.
Yeah.
And I forgot Viola Davis was Waller.
Yeah.
She's really good.
She's really great.
In like everything. Character. Even in the bad Suicide Squad one, she was good.
She was the best character out of that movie.
She was good. And then they're doing another one is Booster Gold.
I like that one.
I like that one too. I like what was the CW Legends of Tomorrow? Before it got canceled, it was Donald Faison, the guy who was the black guy from Scrubs.
I don't remember.
The guy who did the dance, like the Fortnite, whatever. His actor was in that show, but it got canceled. And I think it would be really cool if he came back as that one, that Booster Gold. Because that'd be pretty interesting. And again, I know nothing of Booster Gold. Apparently, he's like from the future, but like people bully him in the future, so he came back in the past to prove himself.
Yeah.
Which
James Gunn called him a loser.
Yeah, because
he's a loser of the future.
Yeah, he's relatable to me because I don't have any friends. He's
a loser, and he brings back future's technology, and he starts his own he's like, yeah, I'm a superhero, and he uses this technology to become what he wants to be in the past because he can't be that in the future.
And then another thing, the next thing he set up was Paradise Lost, which at first I had no idea what that was. And then he said it was like a Wonder Woman show. And I was like, oh, that's how he introduced Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
That's cool. And then...
What is that one about?
Apparently it's supposed to be like Game of Thrones meets the other show, like Lord of the Rings.
Oh, okay.
So it's going to be like that type of like medieval setting set in Themyscira.
Okay.
So it's Wonder Woman stuff. So that's pretty cool. And the last thing, the only thing I care about is a Lanterns TV show.
Yes.
With Hal Jordan and Jon Stewart. I was excited. Green Lantern is one of my favorite superheroes.
Okay.
That's why I was excited for Justice League, because I thought he would show up. Technically, a Green Lantern showed up, but he died. So very excited about that, and pretty looking forward to this. I really like Engineer. Do you have anything to say about Green Lantern?
I have a lot to say about Green Lantern, actually, but I think I'll keep it short. that movie sucked.
Oh,
I'll
yeah,
be-
obviously.
To be very honest with you,
That was
That's-
disappointing.
It was like why I made
I
that
loved it.
face when you said, he's your
Hold up.
favorite."
Junior, 1 second.
I loved it
Why?
because it's great.
It's not.
The guy with the big head. Come on,
It's not.
Classic.
It's not good.
very good.
That's
Yes.
not good.
Yes,
He wasn't good.
I like that.
Do you like how...
Everyone's entitled to their own opinion.
That's true. Okay, continue, Engineer.
No, now I want to hear why Kaylin liked it so. Like,
Okay,
give me a
look,
little
you
breakdown.
have classic Ryan Reynolds. You have classic Blake Lively.
You know, that's where
Right?
they met. That's the movie they met.
No,
That's the only good thing about Green Lantern. Go on.
And so I just like, I like this. I don't know. I like the guy with the big head. I think that's what really brings me
You
to
just
it.
like people with big heads, don't you?
No, I like how gory it looks when he's like, he wakes up and his head is growing, and then the next time you see it, it's even bigger, and the next time you see it, it's even bigger. I like that, okay? Because you're seeing a continuation of this, like, isn't it like a virus or something? Like, something comes upon him, and he's like, villain now, because he didn't get the girl. And I think that's what really makes that movie great.
You know what that is? It's incel behavior. And
Oh,
no one likes incel behavior.
You're right.
And it's Green Lantern, and it was
Yeah.
bad. It was a bad
I think
looking
it was
movie.
good.
I didn't like it.
I liked it.
I
All
just
right.
feel like if that's the only part of the movie that you actually liked, there was no other sustenance in there.
Hey,
Did you like the part where he killed those 3 people in that parking lot? He killed them. One guy went through a cinder block wall.
okay.
He murdered
It's a
them.
superhero movie.
Where he kills people.
Yeah,
And he buries that alien in a bunch of rocks.
his choice. Not mine.
All right, so I guess we're done with that main topic. So now we're gonna switch to another topic, which is I think our last topic, and it's something I like to call little things.
The little things.
It's little things, yeah, where we just ask ourselves like, what do you think of the Last of Us? I hear you like it.
The Last of Us. I love it. I love it so far. I think it's doing a great like justice for the video game and taking what it like matters and taking it and putting it out into HBO and making it freaking wonderful. And I love it, love it. I think Pedro is doing a great job. The last episode 3, so spoilers if you haven't watched it.
I'm not gonna watch it.
Episode 3, okay.
I never played the game, and I don't really care about zombies.
But you still watch The Walking Dead.
Yeah, because they have you not seen the memes that come up?
So it doesn't matter because you still watch it.
Okay, so what's your favorite part in episode 3? Spoilers.
Oh, yes.
He dies in the end.
No, he
Oh,
doesn't.
he dies
He's
in the
not
second
dead
one.
yet. He's not dead yet.
He dies in the video game.
He
That's
does.
a real spoiler.
He does die in the video game.
Oh.
Sad. He dies in the part 2 though. So
yeah. A lot of people didn't like that one.
I think it was great.
The game?
Yeah, the game.
That's controversial. Don't say that.
I don't care.
So what did you like about the episode?
The 3rd episode is basically focusing on Bill and Frank and their love story.
Who?
And Bill and Frank, they're side characters in the game
No, that's not important.
that help Ellie and Joel make their way through
Zombies?
zombies. Yes.
Are they zombies?
The clickers and the runners. Clickers are the ones that have like the
They make the click noise, right?
yeah they
I
like,
mean, that makes sense. That's why they're...
yeah, and they find you through echolocation.
Did you see Pedro Pascal was in SNL?
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it tomorrow.
I don't watch SNL because it's not funny. Can you continue?
I don't watch it either, but Pedro Pascal is gonna be on it, so
I don't watch
gonna be
the
there.
bad TV show just because my favorite actor's on it.
I don't care what you think of me.
Well done.
But yeah, so love story is being told. I think they're doing a great justice to the character in the video game because in the video game, Bill and Frank is already dead in the video game, and now we get
Spoilers.
It's not a spoiler. If the video game came out years ago. So in the video game, Frank is already dead when Joel and Ellie go to Bill for help. And I think this is giving Bill and Frank and their love story a true chance of like shining and being told. And I think that's what's really like helping me love this show because it's like taking elements of the video game and bettering it and
Wow.
making sure that the stories are told.
It's
So-
almost like it's an adaptation, which is the whole point. Of
Okay.
the thing. Speaking of Pedro Pascal,
Jesus
season
Christ.
3 of Mandalorian.
Yes. March 15th or March 5th.
It's cool. I like it.
Yeah.
I don't really. I have a weird relationship with Star Wars.
I don't watch Star Wars.
Like I've never seen the original 3.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen the first prequel
Yeah.
and the sequels.
Sequels.
And I kind of like the sequels, even though a lot of people didn't like the sequels.
Yeah, that's very controversial in the
I
Star Wars
like them.
community.
They're good. I mean, they're mid, but they're good.
They're mid.
They're good.
I've never watched a full Star Wars movie because I get bored.
Yeah,
I'm
there's a
so
lot
sorry.
of a lot of explaining of being like,
Yeah.
do you have the Force? No, I don't have the Force. And then lightsaber, and then fight, and then Kylo Ren is fake Darth Vader for like 2 movies.
Mm-hmm. Also, you don't know where to start. Like,
Technically, you do. You start with the original ones.
well,
you can
I don't
order.
know where to start because Disney Plus has a different
Oh yeah, there's like
order.
different orders.
Yeah, so like they order Marvel beautifully. They have it like do.
You know what's hilarious? We
What?
skipped over the Marvel thing.
It's fine.
That's fine. We can do that next episode.
Next episode.
Yeah, that's how we get them.
Yeah, so stay tuned. We're gonna give us like our opinions on Phase 5, and we're also
And
gonna
6.
and we're gonna
The
talk
2
about
movies.
Ant-Man before Ant-Man comes out on
Yes.
February 17th.
We were thinking of doing like reviewing the first 2 Ant-Man movies,
Exactly.
but like, do we have to watch them separately?
I think we should.
Like 1 week Ant-Man 1, next week Ant-Man 2.
Yeah,
Yeah, because I don't want to. That's too much Ant-Man for me.
I get Ant-Man 1.
I don't like insects. You
I
like
don't
Ant-Man 1?
Yeah,
You like it? You don't like it?
I think I like origin stories.
Well,
There we go.
there you go.
Discovered something about myself today.
Yep. So, do we have anything else to say? wanna
I
wrap
think
it
I'm
up?
good. Watch The Last of Us, please.
Watch The Last of Us. Watch Black Adam and laugh at how bad it is. Actually, you know what?
I
Don't
might
watch
watch
Black
it.
Adam.
I might watch it.
Don't watch Black Adam.
Is it a waste of time?
It is.
Okay, I'll just watch The Last of Us again.
Yeah, we watch it again. Or play the game. Play the game.
I might play the game again.
You know what? I'm going to watch The Walking Dead. Because it's on Netflix.
But I don't like zombies.
Yeah. You have to know something about me. Since this is the first episode, I'm a hypocrite.
Mm.
Yes. I specifically said I don't want to talk about anime, and I'm watching JoJo.
Yeah. And you made me reorder my show.
And that's the last of we're ever going to talk about anime on this show. So,
Yeah.
come back.
But we could also talk about Marvel's like animated show. What is it called? What If?
Oh, yeah.
We could talk about that.
That doesn't count as anime.
I guess, but it is animation.
So that's
So-
next week's episode, or whenever
It
the next
could
time
be.
we post this. We're still figuring things out.
Yeah.
So bear with us. So, how do we do an outro? Do you want to do like a classic YouTuber outro, or do you want to do like a just
Ready?
end off on like
Ready?
a high note? Okay, go.
Ready?
Go.
This has been Comic Corner with Kaylin Guzman and Christian.
That was
I
good.
don't know your last name.
That
I'm
was
so
good.
sorry.
That's fine. All right. And thank you to Engineer. She gave a lot of opinions
Chloe,
today.
thank you so much.
You're very welcome. It's a pleasure to be here today.
Is she gonna be our main engineer the whole time?
I don't know.
That'd be
Could
really
be
awkward
if
if
you
it's.
guys are recording the same time, same day.
What if it's like a different person every time?
Oh my god, I'd
It
feel
could be.
cheated
If
on.
it's a different person every time, the first question I'm gonna ask is, "Did they like the Joker movie?"
Yeah, that would be great.
Because then you like it.
Okay, at that point I'm okay with it. Replace me.
Damn.
It would be a good bit for our show.
Speaking of bits, I just want to. This is the last thing we'll ever say. Then you can end the recording.
Wait, no, we gotta.
Luis,
Yeah.
he's kind of stupid.
Oh.
That's all I have to say. Next episode. Goodbye. Thank you for listening.